Okay, let's try to solve another integration problems. In here we have integral of 2x cubed minus 1 all over x squared plus 1 dx. So as you can see here, we have the power of our numerator. In this case, I just highlighted in yellow, and then our denominator in green. Okay, so whenever we have a situation where the power of the maximum power of the numerator, in this case x to the power of 3, okay, is higher than the highest power of the denominator in yellow here, the highest power is x to the power of 2 or x squared. So under this situation, we will have to start solving this problem by doing long division first, because we have x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2. Okay, so let's try to do that first. The same problem, the same thing if the power here is the same. And for example here, if it is 2x squared, okay, for example here is integral of, let's say, 3x cubes over whatever 5x also cubes, like that, plus or minus, this is plus whatever 2, for example, dx. Okay, we will have to solve this problem by start doing the long division first. Try to solve this problem to make it simpler. Okay, so let me just erase that one first. Okay, in order to start with the long division, we can do it on the side like this. Okay, so we have let me just write that here. Let me just do it here. 2x to the power of 3 minus 1 divided by, okay, just like any other division that we learn in school, okay, divided by x squared plus 1 equals to something. So in here we have, okay, 2x squared divided by 2x cubed divided by x squared. So in this case, if you write down on the side here, 2x cubed divided by x squared, of course we're going to get 2x. Okay, just cancel one of them and then it becomes 2x. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, just delete this, try to simplify this situation. So in this case, the first answer will be 2x. Okay, and the reason for that is we are going to eliminate the first term here to become 0. So if we multiply things back, okay, multiply this, okay, multiply the whole thing with everything on there, so we will get, just write down 2x, okay, 2x times x squared become 2x cubed. Okay, and then 2x plus 1 will simply be 2x. 2x times plus 1 will simply be 2x, positive 2x. Just like any other division that we learn in school, we're going to subtract, okay, the first term and then the next term here. So let me just highlight this also in yellow. So the subtraction will become 0. This is very important, okay, to get the same, yeah. 2x times x squared will become 2x cubed. Okay, so the whole thing when we subtract will become 0. So we only end up with negative 1 minus 2x. That's the leftover, if you like. So we have minus 1 minus 2x, which we can write this as minus, okay, 1 plus 2x. Same thing. So this will be our leftover. Okay, this will be our leftover divided by the terms in there. So the answer is 2x, yeah, because of negative sign in here. 2x minus 1 plus 2x all over the terms here, x squared plus 1, x squared plus 1. So now our integral problem can be converted into 2x cubed minus 1 all over x squared plus 1 dx. Okay, after long division, this become integral of 2x. After the long division that we just did, 2x minus 1 plus 2x all over x squared plus 1. And then this whole term here is actually dx. So simply by using the basic property of integration, we can separate these two terms. Okay, so we have integral of 2x minus integral of 1 plus 2x and so on. So this term is simply becomes integral of 2x dx minus integral of 1 plus 2x all over x squared plus 1 also dx. So this term here is very easy to solve. Okay, and this term here, however, require another processing, but we know that we can also split these terms, okay, into two problems. Okay, so this term here that highlighted in blue or in pink, okay, is going to be split into two. So let me just write down, this is the same as integral of 2x dx, okay, minus integral of, the first one is 1 over x squared plus 1, is basically this divided by all of this, okay, and then 2x divided by this, but this is also on the negative sign. Negative integral of 2x over x squared plus 1 dx. Don't forget the dx. That's it. Now we have two terms which is much more simpler to solve using integration, basic integration problem. Okay, the first one is an integral of 2x dx minus integral of 1 over x squared plus 1. Okay, and then minus again because of the minus sign here, but this is actually positive, but the whole thing is negative integral. Okay, negative integral 2x over x squared plus 1 also dx. So let's look at the problems one by one, so we know that how do we split this. Okay, let's say this is our first problem. Let's put this our first, and then this is our second, and then this is our third problem. Okay, for the first problem, well, integral of 2x is simply, equals to 2 over 2 is simply x squared. Okay, x squared. We're going to leave the c later on. Okay, so we solved our first problem. Integral of 2x dx is simply x squared, and then for our second problem, integral of, don't forget, we're going to ignore the negative sign first. We're going to simply work out what is the 1 over x squared plus 1 dx. What is the integral of this? Okay, so this is actually a tricky one also, but if we remember, the answer will be inverse tan x plus c, but let me just explain how to get that. So we have x squared plus 1 in here, so we're going to substitute or change the variable x here with something else that we're going to in this case we're going to use tan. Okay, we're going to let me just write down here, let x equals to tan theta. So you might ask why. Okay, well, the reason, because if after we substitute x squared, x squared plus 1, meaning tan square theta plus 1, we are going to get secant square theta, which is much more simpler. So just because we have x square plus 1, and we know that if we convert it into tan square theta, or tan theta, which become tan square theta plus 1, we know that it's equivalent to secant square theta. That's the reason. Okay, just because we have x square plus 1, so that we substitute with x equals to tan theta. Because of the information that 1 plus tan square theta equals to secant square theta. That's the information that we know. Okay, moving on. So in this case, we are going to substitute x equals to tan theta, and therefore the derivative of x, let me just start with the derivative first, before so we're going to take the derivative of x in this case with respect to theta. Theta will simply be secant square theta. Okay, that's the derivative of tan theta is secant square theta, which if we can rearrange, we can leave it as dx equal to secant square theta d theta. If we move the d theta to the right hand side, so now we can start we can start substitute our dx with secant square theta d theta. At the same time, we are going to substitute our x square with tan square theta. So the original problem will become, let me just write down here, x square plus 1 dx equals to, dx is secant square, secant square theta d theta, that's dx, over x square is tan square theta plus 1, and then this is the same as sec square theta d theta all over, you know that tan square theta plus 1 equals to secant square theta. Therefore this simply be 1 integral of 1 d theta. Okay, so we're going to cancel with that one. You simply get 1 and then d theta. What is the integral of 1 d theta? Well, integral of 1 d theta is simply b theta plus c. What is theta? So we have the information there. Okay, with that information here. Just consider. Okay, we have information that x equals to tan theta. Therefore, theta equals to the inverse of x. That's it. So this is same as inverse of tan x plus c. Sometimes people call it arc, arc tan x plus c. But I like to use simply tan to the power of minus, or inverse tan x plus c. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, let me just highlight this part here as the answer. The answer for the second part, which is this one. You can also check in the basic table, basic formula, basic table of formula for integration for derivative calculus, if you like. Okay, the integral of 1 over x square plus 1, the answer will be inverse tan x plus c. Go ahead, check it. Okay, next problem is number 3 here, integral of 2x over x square plus 1 dx. So let me just write down in the bottom here. Problem number 3 is integral of, what is it, 2x all over x square plus 1 dx. So this one is the same as 2 integral of x over x square plus 1 dx. Okay, so we can take the constant, the coefficient out of the integration of the integral sign and leave it with x all over x square plus 1. So again, just like before, whenever we have terms that are related to each other, so in this case we have x and also x square plus 1, which is clearly related, because if we take x square, we take the derivative of x square, we have 2x, which is that one. Okay, so if we let our u, so in other words, we solving this, we solving integration problem that have related terms. In this case, x and x square are related. We can find out by using derivative. So we're going to let our u to be x square plus 1. Okay, we take the one that's more complicated. Okay, u to be x square plus 1, and therefore the derivative of that u with respect to x will simply be 2x. Okay, and then do some rearrangement. Okay, move the dx over there, and then because we have x dx here, rather than, well, we can change this into, half du if you want. Okay, half du equals to, x dx. This now can be substituted into the problem. Okay, so now we can start substitution. Okay, the 2 integral of x over x square plus 1 dx is same as 2 times half du. Okay, 2 times half. Okay, integral, okay, x dx is du now. Okay, du all over x square plus 1 is our u. So this is simply be, ln u or ln x square plus 1 for the third problem. Okay, that's the answer for the third problem. Let me just put it in green. So overall, the whole thing will be, what was it? Just combining number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, number 1, if you remember, the original problem was, therefore the integral of 2x cubes minus 1 all over x square plus 1, okay, dx equals to, the number 1 was x square, okay, x square, and then the next term is inverse tan. Okay, don't forget the sign is negative. Okay, negative inverse tan of x, and then also another negative of ln, okay, x square plus 1 plus c, and that is the final answer for this problem.